Hey, it's Brian over at Cross Country. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Last week we had a simple problem in our world, and it seemed to be a major issue for another lender, and I wanted to share the story with you. It was related to job gaps and what happens if you are working at company A and then you switch gears and move to company B, or maybe you were a stay-at-home mom for months or years and then decided to go back to work, or maybe you were in school and after you graduated you started your job and you want to buy a home and you were told that you could be approved and then find out later that you were denied. So we had a client that was recently under contract to purchase a home, and another lender said they were quote unquote pre-approved and they did not document the employment history appropriately, and in turn denied that client at the last minute. So we had to save their deal. Basically what it came down to and how we're able to solve for that was number one, we had to identify what the employment history looked like and then properly document it. The federal government has some rules in place that we have to abide by, obviously, as the mortgage company, and the ability to repay rule is what this other lender was basically saying this borrower could not do. And that was because with that company, they required a complete 2-year history of working in that position. So as a mortgage lender, some lenders have what are called underwriting overlays that require you to be in your one job for 2 years. We don't have that. What we're looking for is we're looking for your 2-year history of work, and if there is a gap in that history, we want to document it appropriately and make sure that you have the ability to repay that mortgage, because ultimately all that we care about is can you make the mortgage payment and can you repay the loan. If you've had a job gap, we have to explain to underwriting why it was there and whether there's a likelihood of it happening again. If there is no likelihood of happening it again, or it's very, very low that would happen again, we can document that, put that in writing, prepare that, and send it to underwriting, and the underwriter will more than likely approve the file based on the logical conversation and documentation about the job gap. So with this client, basically they moved from job A to job B, but in the middle of the two jobs, there was a 2-month downtime. She wanted to take the summer off and be with her kids before she started work back up. The other lender said, oh my gosh, you can't be approved. You've been out of work for 2 months. We need 24 months of history at that new position, which was not correct. So we documented the 2-month gap. We showed that it was very unlikely that there was going to be another gap, and we got the loan approved. So I just want you to understand who you work with makes a difference. Not every lender is the same, and not every loan officer at every lender is the same. So if you have questions about your employment history, or if you're concerned about a job gap and you were told that you were denied, call us and we're happy to run through the scenario and see how we can help you get approved. Remember, our job is to help you get into the mortgage, not deny the loan. So call us if you have questions. 847-603-4778 is our direct number.